Hey guys, it's like 9:30 in the morning. It's a Monday morning. Headed to the local library to do some research, and along with the research or whatever for my business, I'm also going to be trying to print up and finish up a business proposal that I would like to turn in. Um, I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I didn't know something was happening on my road today. It looks like they're tearing down a good bit of the woods. I live back here in the country. But I'm still going to truck on. Look like they stopped up here for a minute, but I'm gonna head up to the library, try to work on a proposal, try to fill out a couple other forms. I'm also working on about every year I check my credit. I make sure I pull up everything, compare, and see if anything needs to be taken off. So I'm going to go do that as well, and hopefully I'll just get a lot accomplished. All right. So I guess I'll be back with y'all later. Sorry, I had to blow it down. Just the ignorance. I'm in the country. It ain't two lanes, but they're going to stop and talk. Yeah, pull over, sir. All right. Talk to y'all in a bit. Let me focus and get on out of here. I'll come back on later maybe, and we'll do a little bit of updating on what things are and what's going down. But we on our way to $1,000,000 by any means necessary. So looks like paperwork and applications today. And if I finish everything soon enough, I am going to need to do some training for two of my hustles, where I help persons with a business get capital funding. And I also teach people how they can fix their own credit, also help others. So I have a couple other hustles on the side that I want to create a revolving type of income while I work on my actual brick and mortar ideas. And I'm also in the process of creating some form of fundraiser. I've changed my mind twice, but it's mostly due to um, locations and things like that. Okay, I'm about to get on the highway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Okay, today is July 5th. And I pretty much just went through the weekend all hustling pretty much and just getting ready for the holiday and holiday orders, sales. But I couldn't neglect my business. I've been to the library. I've printed up proposals. That's kind of where I'm at. And getting that financial part is tedious. I do a lot of calling places just for quotes and getting on the internet, just looking up a lot of things like that. That's where I'm kind of at right now. I have two people that want to invest in me. Both say $100,000. I don't know. I'm gonna keep you guys posted because we're gonna follow me to this million and see what it's hitting for. I'll be back with another update. So I guess I see this is just gonna be a lot of little segments for this time. I'm sorry, you guys, but that's how it kind of worked out. Some days I'm that busy, actually, and when I am using the phone, I'm actually, you know, doing my hustles. Because remember, two of them I can do just from my phone. So I don't know. Check in with you guys later. I'll see how far I got, see what's going down. Peace. Okay, so I brought myself out to eat. My little sister treated me to lunch. I think I overworked, got stressed out, was real emotional. But while I'm here, I'm going to work a little bit. I ordered something I never had before. Sometimes you gotta try something different. I ran into a classmate. It's amazing how stories in life match so much and you don't even know. But either way, I just thought I'd go live real quick because I'm not gonna lie, I'm just emotional, but I wanted to. But I'm so in my job, I guess, different businesses. I watched a lot of training videos this morning. Just did stuff, kind of chilling out. You know what I mean? That's why in my other video, I didn't get to go in depth yet. But it gets to be rough. You trying to do a business and deal with bipolar depression or whatever. Some days I have too much energy. So, but today is a kind of slow day, but I'm still getting things done. and I'm gonna try my something new. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. Like, follow, share, subscribe, because I know I'm gonna put this on more than one social media. And I hope I feel better than going to work tomorrow at 150%. Okay, guys, here's the update. Okay, today I believe is the, hold on, July the 12th. Okay, so like I said, I don't get to go um, vlog every day. What I'm doing today is I went to the library. My focus today was to, print up some credit letters. I'm working on my credit again. And about the same time every year, I kind of go in and reprint up stuff and see what's on it or whatever. Because, that's one of my hustles too, is helping show people how to clean their credit. So I'm kind of doing it first. Of course, I can show and prove if somebody asks me how did it really go, they know I did it as well. And it's less than $50 a month. So it's not the same as when we pay somebody to fix it or we're paying to them and they take a percentage. Like whatever we do actually gets to go straight there. They, teach me how to freeze at the major bureaus that look at the bureaus, you know what I mean? And you freeze there. But either way, it was time to do it again. And then another thing I needed to print um, was the proposal. I had a surprise. I have a lady and her husband, evidently my aunt talked to them about me, and they're opening a store, and they seem to be kind of interested in I don't know if she got to show it to them or what, but that's exciting news. So I'm sharing it because we on the way. So that means when I get a denial on something, I might have to jump over here and say it ain't work, y'all. It ain't work. But I'm excited about this, and I hope that it does work. So I was also here. I did me a rough draft of a proposal, and I'm gonna have to take some really nice pictures because I want that to be a part. And what it is that way it won't just be somebody told me to get them 12 candles and that's it. Like I really want it to be legit. I'm even revamping on my labels, and I don't know. I'm excited. And I've been in stores before, but I was way younger. Okay, like when I was like in my early 20s and I was living in Florence, South Carolina, I remember I had a third shift job and I would get off early in the morning on Saturday so I could go set up at the flea market, down to the point where I would put my stuff sometimes in the car already if it wasn't too hot, because I was adamant about this thing. I went from place to place, and downtown Florence, downtown, it was a man that he had been in business longer than me, and he sold like incense and body oil, stuff like that. This is like now I'm 43. Like I said, I was like early 20s, like straight out of 1920, somewhere in there. And he gave me 3 shelves. Well, first he gave me one, and then they did so good he gave me 3 shelves, and that was exciting. Okay, then coming into Florence, like the downtown part I'm talking about, you got to actually drive through Florence on this street called Irby Street. Okay, well, further back, like you coming into Florence on Irby Street, this the first store was a Muslim brother. I'm not saying this to be racial or anything. I'm showing the diversity of the not work did for me back then. This lady was a beautiful Caucasian lady, and she had like a balloon store, a party store. Yo, this was exciting. I got my candles in a downtown store. I also got them in a store on the way coming in. And hers, I was selling tart melt, wax melts, and all this kind of stuff. And same thing again. I had like a little spot, and then she finally went on and gave me a whole shelf. But it just didn't move fast enough. People did like it. And, I'm not going to go into the bad parts on, what got replaced with it or nothing like that. The point is, all these 20 something years later, and I still want to be in a store, even if it's not my own. And it doesn't have to be a big store, because what I've learned with the smaller stores is that most of the time have a personal relationship with their customers. And that's the kind of, I think, environment I would want my candles to be in, so that a person could really take their time and get to see what it's all about. And yeah, I did say I was printing stuff. So as you can see, I'm at my local library, and I don't know. I probably should have waited to do this part of the video, but I want my emotion to be real for y'all. Like, I'm totally hyped that I got this opportunity, even though it may not even come to fruition for like 6 months. It doesn't matter. That gives me time to be ready. That gives me time that if I don't have enough money to maybe find an investor and write a proposal to them, say, hey, look, this is the opportunity I have. The store is such and such big. You know what I'm saying? And because also in this way of business, I've been learning, it's not that people don't want to invest in you, but they have to see the lucrativeness of it, and they have to see the comment, like, is this going to work? Does the numbers work? Because I would want to know the same thing if I went into anybody in the business, or somebody, show me the numbers too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole point for the business plans and stuff. And sometimes and show my friends what I've learned. And that's why I say you can come along with me on the journey. I'm not saying that, oh, I'm a millionaire. Let me teach you and let me be your coach. You know, what I'm saying is I've had the best coaches in the world, and now I'm on this journey, and you can come with me, or you can be doing it too. So where I'm starting at is, again, I've pulled all the credit bureau situation, sit there with a highlighter and an ink pen, went through what's closed, charged off, supposed to not be on there, all that kind of stuff. And then I'm handling my business with sending in the letters. I am still going to do the proposal, even though today I found out they may not open for a few months. I'm going to still print that on up and get some pictures of my product. I'm going to make some new stuff, hopefully at the beginning of the month. Fresh, new stuff. And I may have an announcement soon. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to send... I'm going to say it, y'all, because this person is kind of famous. But they have been on... It's two people. They've been on my Instagram before and liked my stuff. And I remember being so stoked, like, oh my God, you like my stuff. And then they actually got in my inbox like, these are beautiful. And I understand that sometimes persons with more money than you can just jump into their own thing. And that's another thing. You know what I mean? That's something we can talk about on another one, because right now I'm just excited. And I think what I want to get into is I want to be more prepared. I know I worked on my website for about 10 hours the other day, because I have more than one. So for 2 of them, all I did was I finally figured out how to put a coming soon on one. That way, right now I'm just focusing to my candles pretty much really hard. I've been uploading a few, not tutorials, because I'm not really talking on all of them, but I'm going ahead and starting to show people how I do it, because I'm an instructor now. So, you know, every time we get to, you know, level up or whatever, hopefully that money will follow. I also been studying behind 2 mentors in the real estate area, but I know about a year and a half ago, I learned a lot about commercial real estate. And a lot of the things you guys gonna see me do, it's not that it had to be hard or I couldn't go pay somebody else to do it, but that's kind of the thing. I don't have startup cash. So when I found out some things I could do myself, even though it may take a little longer, it still may be lucrative or advisable to do it. Okay? And if somebody asks me, I can say, yo, I did it. This is how it went. You know what I mean? And it helps with some blockages. It can help when you want to go to your local downtown stores and pitch to every single store, and maybe it didn't work out. But if you know how to buy your own strip mall, then you are forced to be reckoned with. And then you rent out stores if you want to, or you put 4 stores. That's your 4 different ideas. You see what I'm saying? You can get a little strip mall with 5 storefronts on it. 2 could be restaurants, 1 could be something for the kiddies, and the other 2, 1 could be a boutique. and one could be an electronic store, whatever you want. Your options come open, sorry, with the more knowledge we learn. So the more I learn, like some people's like, why you not jumping out there? I was like, I'm still learning stuff. Like certain things that had to be on the labels of my candles, I knew it had to be on there, but I learned I was doing it wrong. Yo, I'm not upset. I'm glad that it was caught already. My name that I was using, I had more than one name for different things. You know what I found out? I'm going to be copywriting and trademarking the heck out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I learned that you just don't trademark and copyright. I thought I had to do that with like my logo, my website, certain mottos, my jingle, stuff like that. No, it's down to the point that like my first, this is an announcement. Yes. My first actual perfume should drop by December. And what I mean by that, and it's going to match the candle because, oh gosh, y'all, I'm getting real excited because I'm back into the candle world for myself. And those ideas don't stop. But it's not like a body splash like I used to do for y'all. It's not alcohol-y like the sanitizers I did for y'all. It's not a towelette. Now, I done nothing wrong with all these, but it's going to be a real quality. I mean, I did my due diligence and research because, like I said, fragrance is my thing. And I went in and actually found out what's the difference between why is a perfume like it is? What make it last the way it do? You know what I'm saying? And I know how to do home fragrances and all that stuff, but when you get to the body, and like I said, I've made perfumes and something, my oil might have separated or something like that. And now I have companies that have the different perfume bottles, but I may have to order 1,000 at a time. So like I said, I'm getting to where an investment will be good, having storage area. Because if I get 3 or 4 store contracts, right? And I'm also teaching per Zoom candle courses. And then I just came up with something for $150 for anywhere from 8 to 10 people type thing. And I'll come to you and actually do a whole setup. We can do like, we'll work it out whether it's going to be in a like hotel lobby situation. You know how they do classes or whatever. I've been trying to see whether that's more lucrative or renting out like a event space. And what it is it'll be an 8-hour course. So you'll do it in a whole day. You're going to have about 3 or 4 breaks. But they won't be long breaks. You're going to have like a 15 and a 15 and then like a hour and then another 15 type thing. Because certain things will have to dry. Like I'm actually real rap going to take you through it. Also, the perk to the 8-hour course that is in person, the one that's the 150 for 8 to 10 people, one of the perks to that is you have me right there with you. Secondly, I'm also going to go over everything. So I'm going over the whole candle business. So I have my certification in small business, business fundamentals, and then financial, like retirement, things like that. So I'm going to teach you an end game. You're going to learn how to do a business plan. And what's going to happen is after you learn the written parts I want you to learn, and after you do your hands-on, and there will be a questionnaire kind of test at the end. But my goal is to make sure that I have everything I need. If I have I'm missing so many things. If I have a laptop by then, I sell solar power, so I'm not worried about if I end up somewhere where I don't have certain things. It's just going to depend on where I am. But just looking at the fact that growth is something. Growth is something, and it's exciting, but I want to do a great job. But that 8-hour course, what I was about to say is it comes to, you're going to get a certification as well. So the way I had to get my certification in business fundamentals, then finance and retirement, and I had to get certified. I had to take a certain amount of hours in this whole thing. And my teachers told me, because I was wondering, just how many ways, because they talked to me personally once they saw I was really interested. How many different ways can I just get into this making money thing, but sticking in business and sticking in candles? And then that's what he said, you You certified. Go teach what we just taught you. You got your paper to do it. You took the class and you took your test. So that part is totally legit, and I'm going to be giving a certification, but it's going to also show that you finished. I'm not sure if I want to do two. You know what I mean? Like a certification for the candle part only and a certification for the business parts. But I'm really stoked about that. I can't wait till I start doing those. And I pray to God that with this fixing the credit, I'll have a storage building pretty soon, and I'll have a car because I will travel for a sale. I'm going to keep you guys in tune with everything that's going on. And hopefully I get to post this today and I can start up tomorrow. I'm going to try to make sure I vlog tomorrow. But this is so exciting, and I spend so much time just running. And I talked to one of my coaches today, the coach that I have over my fixing my credit. I am not opposed to having somebody that can help you. They have experience. Okay, like I've heard a lot of people say when they come out of through, we shouldn't say stuff like, I did it on my own. Well, who listened to them coaches? Who went to the classes? Who's still in contact with at least 3-year-old coaches in 3 different areas? In real life. Like, I try not to irritate them, but I had like kind of 5. Because like I say, in all the areas I was studying, I don't believe in just, I know everything. But I'll be doggone and nobody don't tell me I'm not the one running around in this 92 degree weather. You know what I mean? We do those parts. Let yourself feel it. That's why I say I got coaches in every area, and one of the things sometimes I forget to do is realize when I did make a stride. I'm so hard on myself. Like even this, I feel a little pressure. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of the person I am. I want to do a great job. But I'm going to get on off, and I guess it'll be an update later, a little bit later, and stuff like that. But I keep in touch with my coaches, y'all. Don't be embarrassed to ask them a question, even if you got to pay a little bit. Because here's the thing. We're a product of them anyway. We're a product, whether they want to admit it or not. It's just like the teachers in high school. Some of them, it was just a job for them. They couldn't wait for us to graduate and get out. But if you was the math teacher, because I'm from a small town, so let's say you the math teacher for more than one grade, and people get out of school, they go to the next school, but half of 1/3 of the school just don't get a lot of stuff. That don't mean I was a horrible teacher, but it may mean, you know what I mean? We all learn different. And y'all, it's nothing wrong with having a coach. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe that's the message. I was excited because I thought I had great news to tell, but I seem to be stuck on that part. And so it's nothing wrong with it. Some people, they treat me bad. I try to give kudos and praise to all of them. Like now I'm getting ready to go I was about to jump out and do a press release already. But guys, I'm really thinking that, well, now that I've learned even more, I see where I think I should do it at. And the spot on the radio that I understand is still open. She's very patient with me, and that's another person I'm like learning from. So she counts as like a media coach now. So yeah, leave it up to me to keep getting a coach because I want to go to this $1 million. Y'all can follow if you choose. I want you to. I really want you to. And because I think I know the work I put into learning. I know the work they put into us. I know the work they put into me, especially when I call with another question or I don't understand something. So, you know what, guys? We going to this million. I'm going to make me $1 million. Y'all can come with me.